is Austin Lehman, and welcome to the next edition of Austin Weekend. Here's Dad, and we are here to review the fifth movie in the Ice Age saga, as we should call it.
Mm-hmm.
Ice Age Collision Course.
Collision Course. It's got the same old characters
That you've watched from the past four.
Mm-hmm. And a couple of new ones. And it's basically the roundabout of the story is Scrat.
Causing chaos.
Scrat causing chaos. Scrat's always had a little bit of a skit in each one. And in this one, he causes meteor showers and the moon to circle around and planets, and he causes a lot of chaos. And just like the name of the movie says, one of the meteors hits towards Earth, and
is set to destroy the entire planet.
There's a collision course. So, and this whole story is about how
they're trying to direct it away from the planet, make sure it doesn't destroy their home.
Yeah.
That's what it says from the trailers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And this movie, of course, is a comedy. There's a lot of comedy in it.
It's a comedy movie too.
Mm-hmm. But it's got a meaning. It's got something to teach you about life, which is a lot of those. Which is when to let people go and let them be their own person and stuff like that, and to trust people. And
that you don't really trust at the beginning.
Mm-hmm. And stuff like that. So it's got morals in it. It's just not pure slapstick stupid. But there's a lot of comedy in it. But it's got some morals to teach you along the way. So there's a good storyline. I was a little worried, honestly, if
they were just going to reuse the entire storyline throughout the entire four.
I was like, the fifth Ice Age. How many times can you bring the same characters together without using the same old stuff? The same old stick, the same old punch lines, the same old stuff. But it was better than I thought it was going to be. It was. There was a lot of people in the theater, and there was some laugh out loud moments.
Yeah.
To where you would laugh out loud.
The movie does have a weird feeling to it. It does feel like an Ice Age movie, but it's not the kind of Ice Age movie you would expect.
Mm.
Although it does look like it uses the same formula from the past four movies, it does it in a way that you could be interested in.
Mm-hmm. What do you think about the comedy in it?
Sometimes it's pretty good for the most part, but occasionally it doesn't really hit you.
I think sometimes they try to cram 10 funny things in 1 minute.
And it doesn't really work out.
Instead of spreading it out a little bit more.
That's the only issue I have with the comedy is that they just squish it in a little too much. Like
it'll be
it's just like one joke thrown at you right after
another. It'll be like
another.
storyline, joke.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah. But it's not bad. It's still a good movie. I would still recommend the movie. It still has some laugh out loud funny times in it.
Now, what do you think about the animation quality?
I think it's the same old good Ice Age animation quality. It's good animation. It's not breathtaking animation, but it's Ice Age animation. It's the same style they use every single time. Same old characters, same old everything. Yeah.
Now, we need to tell you a little history lesson about our experiences with Ice Age. Mm-hmm. I often had a lot of fun watching the Ice Age movies, especially growing up.
I said this is the fifth one. How many years have they been making Ice Age movies? When was the first one? This is the fifth one. If they were every 2 years, it's been 10 years.
I think it's been like maybe 13 years or 15 years it's been not going on.
Yeah, so you're 17 years old. I mean, these cartoons have been going on since you were 2 or 3 years old, probably. Yeah. So you grew up with the characters. So,
yeah. My favorite character in the movie is by far Scrat. Scrat's always been good in every single movie.
Scrat, trying to get that poor acorn and he tries to bury it somewhere and ends up splitting the planet in half. Or
Destroying something or accidentally unlocking something. It always happens.
And Scrat does have a big part to do in this story. He doesn't interact with any of the characters,
but he plays
directly,
a part.
But
he plays a
big part
in the the movie.
He's not.
Some
just
of the actions that he accidentally commits is what triggers some parts in the story that are essential.
Yeah.
So he's not there as just a.
But of course,
bland comedy relief.
His little side skit comedy on trying to get that acorn is classic.
Hilarious.
It's classic. It's classic Scrat and Acorn. It is funny. It's really funny.
I was really glad to see him back.
Yeah. So and Sid. Poor old Sid, the stinky
sloth.
The
dorky, awkward sloth.
Yeah, he's back. I really like him. He's played by John Leguizamo, isn't he?
I think he is.
Yeah, he's funny. I like him as a voice actor too.
Diego. We have Diego, the saber-toothed tiger from the entire franchise.
Yeah, he's good.
And then we have Manny, who is the big mammoth that we all know. He's back.
Yeah, his wife played by Queen Latifah. Their daughter Peaches, and
they return.
Their daughter Peaches is grown up now, and she's got a fiance. Which you get that relationship between Manny, her dad, and her fiance.
It's not thrown in half throughout the movie.
Yeah,
it's actually well placed.
So it's pretty well placed in that too. So,
although we might need to warn you of one thing, some of the characters might get a little too bouncy at one time. One character could just go from one place to another, but it doesn't really drag out like Norm of the North did.
No.
But so anyway, don't worry about that. But
you want to go ahead and give it a rating?
One more thing before we get to that. One essential thing we need to point out about everything is the voice acting, because the voice acting is what can
extraordinary, really.
It's a big part of what makes a character a character. It's a voice that you can recognize, and it's a voice that you can instantly remember. It can make you either hate the character or like him. If it's high pitched and annoying, it's not gonna be liked by many people. But if it's put love and care and effort into, you can create a character voice that people will resonate with. Now, with that out of the way, what do you think about the voice acting?
I think I've always liked the voice acting. I like John Leguizamo. Well, we got Dennis Leary with the Sabretooth, and everybody loves the Raymonds doing Manny. So there's some Queen Latifah. There's some strong
voice acting.
There's some strong voice acting. It's probably one of my favorite voice acted cartoons
of the year.
Is actually this. I love Kung Fu Panda's voice acting, and I love Ice Age's voice acting. I think they got strong people to do the characters. A recognizable voice is really good, and I think it's pretty strong.
Now let's get to the rating.
Yeah, you want to explain how the rating worked? We rate from 1 to 10.
No typical critic talk.
No, 1 being
crap. And 10 being the best thing ever.
The best thing ever. And again, we rate 1 through 10, and we don't use stars. We pull something from the movie, like Kung Fu Panda. His favorite food was
dumpling time. Dumpling time. Dumpling time.
Poe's favorite food is dumplings, so we use dumplings to rate him. He got like a 9.5 dumplings out of 10 because it was so awesome.
The trilogy is a must-see.
Yeah. So we'll pull something from the movie to rate it by, and of course the best thing to use this would probably be meteors.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of meteors crashing through everything and exploding and about to come and
second place would probably be ice.
Yes.
Because it's Ice Age.
It's Ice Age. But we'll go 1 meteor being crappy meteor. 10 meteors being total destruction.
Yes.
Awesomeness. Okay, from 1 being crappy, 10 being awesome, how many meteors do you give Ice Age Collision Course?
It isn't my favorite movie in the franchise, but it is still a really good movie. I'd probably give it like an 8.6 or 8.7. It has the same characters that you knew and love, and some new characters that you can get into.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that this one was actually done better than the last one. I think this one was funnier than the last Ice Age. I would probably give it about an 8.2, 8.3, something like that. It's sometimes the comedy can get too much, but it's still a really
solid
good
movie.
It's still a good, solid movie. I would recommend it. It's got some laugh out loud, funny times. And it's really well
good.
voice acted.
It's really good for your kids.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be some good quality entertainment.
It'll be some good quality laugh out loud time with your kids. Yeah, so we do recommend it. All right.
Remember, just don't get frozen.
Don't get frozen. Don't mention Frozen. But we've got some more stuff coming up. We've got some cartoons coming up. We got 2 or 3 more movies. We got Kubo that we'll be getting.
Kubo and the 2 Strings.
We'll get that.
I wonder, how did they even come up with that title? Did they just find a puppeteer and then they just, hey, look at that. Let's name our movie that.
We got some requests still to get to. We promise we'll get to your requests. We're just behind before we were on vacation there for 2 weeks. We got some more cartoons, some more movies. But other than that, I guess we're done for the night, right?
And don't forget to hit the
like button
and the subscribe button.
Hit the subscribe button so you know when we're coming next. Hit the
groovy baby button.
Hit the groovy baby button. Be sure to hit the groovy button. Everybody likes the groovy button. And we're gone for later. Leave some comments. Let us know what you want to see.
See you next week.
Bye.